this writer for Rolling Stone, which I have a subscription to, one of the magazines, few magazines that I actually read every episode, every installment. Michael Hastings. He had a horrible death. He fucking was going down, I believe it was Highland, just south of Melrose. His Mercedes was traveling at ridiculous speeds. He hit a fucking tree, and the whole thing exploded, bursted into flames, and they had to identify him by his dental records. And allegedly, this guy knew... I guess he wrote some fucking article in Rolling Stone where he was over in Afghanistan talking to some higher-ups in the military, and they were saying some shit that they thought was off the record, and he put it all in the article. And there's people... conspiracy theorists trying to say that his car was cyber attacked. Now, I'm not even going to get into that, but, dude, how fucked up is the world getting if, like, that's actually something that somebody could do? I'm not saying whether it was done by this guy or not. I have no fucking idea. He might have been hammered. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I don't know anything about it. But I'm just saying that the fact that somebody could hack into your computer and cause your car to speed up, and there's nothing you can't shut the car off.
When you guys saw that, did you get scared? Like thinking about the business that you're in? We're talking about Michael Hastings, who is a journalist for the Rolling Stone magazine, and he was involved in exactly what you're not involved in. And he was involved in singling out individuals and going after them, and he did it to a very powerful general and wrote some piece in Rolling Stone that got the guy fired, and repeatedly told people that people had told him they were going to kill him. And then one day, his car, going 100 miles an hour in Hollywood, slammed directly into a pole or a tree and killed him. It burst into flames. No skid marks at all. And you think, well, that's crazy. Then this guy who was involved in security for President Clinton and Bush said that you can hack into a car now.
Richard Clark,
and that today it's possible to hack into a modern car and control the steering, control the acceleration, control the brakes, and then it's very possible you could remote control a car and make someone accelerate and slam into a tree and make the car explode.
Wow. This is why I don't believe that. It's just like, as evil as that is, we got to eliminate this guy. Isn't there a zillion other ways to kill him without doing that? Like, what if he slammed into, like, a fucking minivan with a married couple and their 3-4 kids? There's got to be, can't they just spray some mist on him? Just walk up to him in a mall like, "Hi, sir, would you like to try this fragrance?" And you just spray it on him. And then the guy, 10 minutes later, when he's trying on some slacks, he just keels over. You can't just do it that way. But anyways, is this true? Can they actually do that shit? And this makes me feel glad that, half my time out here I drive around in a classic car. Because not like I'm any sort of a threat, but what I'm saying is if I just would think if you had the ability to do that, some fucking nerds would just do it because it would be funny. Just speed you up for a second, then slow you down just to freak you out.
So when I'm sure you're aware of that story.
Well, I've heard just some of the conspiracies that surround this. So I don't really know the details, but I will say that he was a great reporter, and definitely
big loss for
big loss for the industry for sure.
That's a good way to play it safe.
No, I really don't.
I applaud you on your efforts. No,
so basically tell us what you think he was killed.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it would be foolish of me with my zero understanding of the mechanics of modern automobiles, zero understanding of the computer equipment that runs them. I have zero technical knowledge. Right. I'm just Richard Clark, is that what it was? Yeah. It was several others as well who have studied the mechanisms behind the possibilities of remote controlling various things, hacking into them. I don't know.
Like, do you remember back in the day when this is like pre-internet fun? What you would do is you'd take your garage door opener, right, and you would drive around the neighborhood, and you'd point it at every garage until you found somebody that had the same one as you. And back in the day, they just had it wasn't sophisticated. So not only yours opened, not only yours, it opened the other ones too. So you'd eventually find somebody that had the same garage door brand as you, and you could open and close their garage. So at least you could in my fucking neighborhood. So you just drive one person nuts. You just drive by and you just fucking, and every once in a while we just open it, and I don't know why we would do it. We were assholes. But so using that, if you could fucking do that, with cars, wouldn't like these people hack in to steal like credit card numbers and shit? I mean, wouldn't there be somebody just doing that just to do it? Like you're bored? Was this the dumbest part of the podcast, everybody?
I don't know if it's true. I have no idea, but it's
that
scary.
Sounds like such a scary scenario.
It's very scary, yeah. I mean, it's right out of a movie. Yeah. The guy just drives. He's about to release this crazy story, tells everyone that the FBI is looking into him and interviewing all of his friends, and then right into a tree. Boom. And the car explodes and he dies. And now the story is just going to slowly disappear. Kim Kardashian will get pregnant from some other dude in like a couple of months. And Kanye West will be on the outs. And everybody will forget about Michael Hastings.
Yeah.
A few people
really
try to talk about it on the line. And other folks go, oh, God, he's still talking about Michael Hastings. Let it go. Please.
No, we should talk about the great work that he definitely did. I mean,
yes.
So.
Yeah. But, I think also a thing to take into consideration is that we live in an age of extreme transparency. And anybody who does something that evil, it seems like it's almost impossible to completely cover things up. And if it's not impossible now, I feel like it will be in a few years. I feel like any sort of record of something of that magnitude, there's going to be a way that's going to come to light in some sort of a WikiLeaks type scenario.
Right. Yeah, you're an optimist.
Me?
I like that.
It all comes out.
I'm an optimist. I'm what I would call a technological optimist. There's that famous Orson Welles quote that history is a race between education and catastrophe. And I think if you look at the trends, education seems to kind of always be winning.